Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. So this class I'm going to show you how I made this dress, okay, on the screen that made you to click. So I'm going to show you how the pattern for it, and I've gone ahead to rule out all my lines. Okay, go ahead, rule out all your lines and connect. I'm just trying to get the midpoint very well through the line, so you see when I start putting down my measurements. So this is the midline. This is my shoulder line. I'm gonna have to put down my shoulder slope. I think I should explain how I did that. So this is the front and this is the back of my pattern. And this, for the neck, I took 3 inches depth, neck depth, and 3 inches neck width. Okay, and I came down by the shoulder divided by 2. Okay, came down for the front 1.5. For the front shoulder slope, I came down by 1.5 and connected it back to the shoulders, to the neck width. I did the same thing for the back. I came down for the back, for the neck depth, I came down by 1 inch. Then for the shoulder slope, I came down by 1 inch, right? Neck width is 3 inches. So the first line I'm going to be putting down is my chest line. So to get your chest line, what you should do is a round bust. Now I'm using the Helen Armstrong pattern bust that technique, right? So everything we're doing is going to be around the bust. So to get your chest line, you need your round bust divided by 6 plus 1.5 and additional 1 inch. So for the client I'm working with, her chest line is 9 inches. So I'm going to put down 9 inches. So now this is my chest line. This is my CB and my chest line. This is my SB and SF. Okay, now that I'll be dealing with my bust points. I've already put those points down. Go ahead, put your bust point for just the front. Okay, your bust point, your chest line, bust point, under bust point, your front half length, and your full length. So here, this your full length should be on your pelvic bone. That is where this should stop. So now notice that the back will have just 3 lines for the back: the chest line, back half length, and the back full length. And now this person I'm working with, the difference between her back and her front half length is 2.5 inches. Now this is to let you know that the back and the front is not equal. Okay, because of we have the bust at the front, so it takes more. So you have to get the difference between your front and your back half length. That is what I put here. So now I've gotten all our measurements, all our lines down. The next thing I'm going to be doing is to connect my armhole. To connect your armhole, you need to come down on the bust, on the chest line, by your shoulder measurement. Okay, bring your shoulder measurement, same thing you have here, bring it down. Say 7.5. I'll bring it down. Whatever you do for the front, please do for the back. And I'll connect it back to the shoulder slope. Okay, this class, I don't want it to be too long, so I'm just going to fasten up. Now for the front, go up by 3 inches. You go up by 3 inches, and on that 3-inch point, you go in by 0.75. On that 0.75, connect it back to the shoulder slope Okay, the same thing now for the back. Instead of that going up by 3 inches, go up, divide what you have, okay, by 2, and you mark. From there, go in by 0.5, and you connect it back to the shoulder slope. Now after that, divide your round bust by 4 and put down on your chest line. So I have 9.8. I'm going to put that down. So for the back, when you put down your round bust divided by 4, you add 0.5 to it. Okay, you add 0.5 to it, and you connect. I'm going to be connecting this. Okay, yeah. For the front, you put down your round bust divided by 4. Now for the front, you're not going to be putting down, adding 0.5 to it. I'll just connect. Here. Alright, now the next thing I'm going to be doing is to, after doing this, divide your bust apex, like your nipple to nipple, by 2 and put down on the half length. Okay, the guy I'm working with, half nipple to nipple is 7, which is 3.5, and I'm going to be putting down the 3.5 on the half length and the bust point. And I'll connect the lines. Extend the line to the full length. Okay, so on that half length, I will take, now there's what we call 100% tightening. We'll have, I think I've explained this thing in one of my classes. We have 100% tightening, we'll have 75%, we'll have 50%, we'll have 25%, and 0% tightening, which is wrong for you to put. So we are using the 100% tightening for this dress, okay? And I'm using 100% tightening is when you use your tightening, you're using 0.75 all the way. And the person I'm working with is not a really slim person, okay? Following the measurement. If you are a really slim person, see, you can still use the 100% tightening to work for you. So I'm going to be using 0.75 on both sides of my dart, 0.75, and I'll be connecting it to the bust point. Now from this full length, go up by 2 inches. Yeah, and you connect it back to the 2 inches. See, go ahead for the back, do the same thing. Come in by at the back half length, your bust apex divided by 2. Okay, then the chest line, do the same thing. Now for the chest line, you'll be coming down by 1 inch, but first of all I want to get a straight line, so I'm going to roll it up to the chest line. Then from there I'll come down by 1 inch. This is where my dart legs would stop, 1 inch below the chest line. Okay, so 3.5. Okay, so on this point you go up by 2 inches. 1, 2, right? Then here you add your 0.75 on both sides of your dart and connect to meet that 1 inch below the chest line. And you connect to meet the 2 inches above the full length. Now to put down my measurement, my round waist divided by 4, I'm putting down 8 inches. So I'm going to put it on the waist. Now your round waist divided by 4. Your round full, this your full length. Now you're going to be measuring around that your pelvic area. Okay, you measure round. That is where your corset is going to sit. So you measure around and get what you have. Divide by 4. I have 8.7. I'll put it down. Then your round bust divided by 4 is already there. You just connect. You can do this using your curve rule. But I like using straight to sharp. Okay. Try not to use too much curve for this. So after doing this, I'll move to the front and do the same thing. Put down my round waist divided by 4. Under bust is there. Round bust divided by 4 is there. Then this one, 6.7. My round full length divided by 4. I'll put it down. Now after doing this, the next thing I'm going to be showing you is how to get your overbutt, right? To get your overbutt, you divide what you have on your shoulder slope by 2. Sorry, divide what you have here by 2. Okay. And you connect it back to the bust point. I will tell you for the back. So now, for a plus sized person, from the bust point you go up by 3.5. But for a slimmer person, you go up by 3 inches. But if you're on the slim side and you still want to cover more, you can still do 3.5. It still works well. Just go up by 3.5. And you open it up by, you can do 0.5. Like I said, I'm doing 100% tightening, so I'm going to be doing 0.75. 0.75, and I connect it back to the bust point. This is for the front. Okay, now this 3.5 we have, we just connect it, make it really straight to connect to the back. Okay, so now after doing this, next I'm going to be putting down is my bust tightening. For the bust tightening, get the difference between your front and your back waist. I have 2.5. I'm going to be putting it down here. Okay, on your bust point, come down by 2.5. I come down by 2.5. Whatever, your own might be 1 inch, your own might be 1.5, 2 inches. But one is up to 4, 5. Please, I advise you reduce it so your cup will not look funny. Okay. So I say I bring down my 2.5 here, and I'm connecting it back to the bust point. And on that bust point, on that my bust height, now divide what I have there. Since I have 2.5, I'm going to be dividing it by 2 here. Once I've divided it by 2, I'm still going to come out by whatever I got. Okay, I got 1.2. okay, I came out by 1.2, right? And I'm going to be taking the line, this 1.2, I will extend it back to the armhole here, and I'll use my curve rule and bring it down to the waist point here. Not necessarily on the waist point, let it just blend to your line. Okay, so this is it. Now the next thing I'll be doing is on this under bust point. Okay, I'm going to take 6 inches upwards. I'm taking 6 inches from my under bust. Take 6 inches up. Okay, on that under bust, come in by 0.5, and on that 6 inches point you went up by, you come in again by 0.5, and you're going to be connecting the lines. Let it meet the 6 inches line here. Okay, now I want to get your cup. We are working on the front first. To get your cup, you can use 1.2. okay, you can use 1 inch, 1.5 should work. 1.2, 1.5. I like to use either 1.2 or 1.5. So get this side of the cup. But before that, okay, let me show you how to tighten the under bust. To tighten your under bust, divide your under bust by 4. I have 7.8 for my round. Sorry, for my round under bust, I have 7.8. Like I said, whatever you have, you put down your round under bust divided by 4. You put it down and check what is remaining. Okay, check what is remaining. I don't like to measure from here, so you'll be seeing that I'm not measuring from here with this my edge. So I'm checking what I have here. I have 0.8. okay, I have 0.8. So now since I have 0.8, I'm going to be sharing it here. Okay, so I'll just put down 0.8. I'll just put down 0.5 on this part and put down 0.3 here. Okay, so here I'm going to connect it down to meet this point, to meet this my waist, and I'll still connect this 0.3 down to meet this point. Wow. Okay, now the next thing I'll do is to connect. Now I'm connecting to meet this line here. Let it touch this line, touch the point. Okay, now I'm using 1 inch. Let me see. I'm trying to get a good curve. Okay, to the bust point here. Let it touch